What's your story? This is Tom Beal with a Make Today Great message. What's the story that you tell yourself? What's the story that you tell others? Guess what? That is of supreme importance as to where you are now and where you will be 1 year, 3 year, 5 years from now. The story that you tell yourself. I encourage you to revisit that story, and anywhere that you might have yourself as a victim or as a victim of circumstance, even things happen and this is the reason why, and you don't take personal responsibility in your stories that you explain, it can be disempowering. So I challenge you to go look at your story. Be creative. Imagine. Let your mind run wild. Envision a story of greatness. Envision a life of purpose, a life of meaning, a life of impact in your story. How can you create that? Sit down as the author of your life, which you are, and create the story that you desire, where you can find your passion, where you can be who you want to be, and make the difference that you want to make in this world through the power of story. So imagine it, create it, write it, and begin telling it to yourself, begin telling it to others. And in a very short amount of time, you will see that when you take full responsibility for everything, the things that may seem good, the things that may seem bad, the things that may seem indifferent, and you realize that you can look at things that in the past you may have said, wow, this is terrible, I can't believe this has happened, and you're blah, 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 and say, wow, what's the good in this? How can this be good? And reframe some of the circumstances of life and the experiences of life, and position them as building blocks to get to that story that you've envisioned and imagined, and you can live your life on purpose and be someone who's happy. In this world of the matrix, it's always a good check to see where everybody's going, and if you're heading in the same direction everybody else is, you might want to rethink that. It's pretty common that most people achieving great things, and including happiness, are not heading with the herd, heading with the crowd. They're heading in their own direction. So what is your direction? What is your story? So I challenge you to craft your story. And at the same time, if you haven't done so yet, go subscribe at tombeal.tv, which redirects to my YouTube channel, so that you can be notified in your email of the videos that I post here. And if these videos have been helpful to you, and by the way, I just enjoy creating these for you. Hopefully you find these helpful, and I appreciate you being here. If you find these helpful and you think they would be helpful to others, please spread that message. It's time to pay it forward and help others rewrite their story and live a life of purpose, passion, happiness, joy, love, all those good things that are waiting for you and waiting for everyone who wants those things. So go rewrite your story. Imagine wildly, creatively, and until tomorrow, make today great.